So what are we doing right now?
We are fixing things in our driveway. Not in a beautiful place.
No. But what went wrong?
So, our furnace stopped blowing hot air. So what would happen
You might want
is...
to tone down the light because it's shining into the camera. There you go. Better.
So what would happen is you'd turn on the furnace.
The furnace stopped blowing hot air and we turned on the furnace.
Right, and it would just click, and the blower was working, air was coming out, but it wasn't igniting. So my first thought, well, we said we're not going to fix this on the road, so we just got back, and my first thought was the sail switch. And the sail switch is a little switch that it actually, as the air starts to blow, it moves the switch, which makes contact, and it says that you get sufficient airflow for the propane to ignite.
It's basically
It's a safety factor.
Safety factor.
Exactly. So I was going to take it apart and to begin to look at where the sail switch was. Well, I know where it was, but how I could access it. And you always kind of...
This is a different model heater because a lot of the ones nowadays...
The new ones are on the outside.
You can access from the outside, which would make finding the sail switch super easy.
Right. But so when I opened it up, all of a sudden I found... Let's see.
So you opened it up.
Where's my little thing?
It's right here.
So I opened it up, and I found this little guy lying on the bottom of the cabinet.
Wow, what is it?
That is a capacitor. And then when I looked at the circuit board, C6, which is right here,
Which is supposed to have a capacitor,
which is supposed to have a capacitor,
is missing one.
it doesn't have one. So what I'm going to do now, the first thing,
You took a picture of...
I took picture and video of all the wires so that I can put it back together again. And I'm going to use my wire markers, my little wire marker book. As you can see here.
Where can you get that? On Amazon?
Oh yeah, I got this at Home Depot, but...
Or Amazon.
And you can see it allows you to mark and label your wires. And so that I can make sure I get everything back in the right connection. And then we're going to go take it to our local electronics store.
And see if they can find a capacitor.
Yeah, make sure this one works. You can see one of the legs are broken on it. So I don't know if he'll be able to... My soldering skills are good, but not great. So I'd rather have him or her solder it together.
We can get a clear shot at that, but anyway.
So yeah, that's what we're doing right today.
So, sounds like fun.
Yes.
So let's get going.
All right.
So before starting all of this, as a safety factor, of course, everything is unplugged and the battery connect is off.
Yes.
So there's no electricity running to our trailer right now.
Nope. So we'll start with this guy being one.
How hard do you think it's going to be to get the circuit board off?
In theory, it shouldn't be hard.
But we've
That
found
usually means
that means
it is hard.
Yeah. Usually if it's in theory, it's never as easy as it looks.
Let's see, one.
So you're just going around labeling all the wires.
Yeah.
How many wires do we have to deal with?
I don't know.
So I was wondering if that bus right there, that white thing, could not just be pulled out.
Well, yeah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
So.
No? Can always hope for the best.
And so you can see we've got everything labeled. So 5 will go to 5. 1 will go to 1. And we're going to just disconnect everything. And as I've mentioned before, another good practice is to always have little paper cups to segregate your screws so that they go back together. So, yeah, let's go ahead and, there's the guts. Let's go ahead and see if this works. So we've disconnected everything, and we'll take the circuit board off its little panel here. And
Let me see.
we only had to cut one wire, which I'll reconnect with one of my Wagyu lever connectors. And everything else should plug back in. Let's head off to our electronics store.
Yep, and with our capacitor, hopefully you'll find a replacement.
Yes.
Sounds good.
So one of the things that I talk about when doing like do-it-yourself kind of stuff is knowing what you can do, but also knowing what you can't do. And I do carry a soldering iron with me, but I've not soldered circuit boards a whole lot, and I really didn't want my first attempt at soldering a circuit board to be for a furnace when it's October, November. So I brought it to the computer store here, and we are in one of the beautiful old mill buildings in our town. As you can see, it's a beautiful structure. And yeah, so you can see he soldered the capacitor back on.
He actually used the same capacitor.
Yep, so hopefully
even though it was broken, he was able to put it back on.
Yep, he fixed the legs, and so we're
so as long as the capacitor is still functioning, we should be
good to go. We're going to go ahead and put this on, see how it works.
Keep our fingers crossed. So as you can see, we got everything back together. So we're going to do a test run of this guy. And also, as part of the process, we're going to make things better, and we're missing some screws here. So we're going to find those in our TFOA bag, and if you haven't found out what TFOA means, it means thing fell off Airstream. So I collect screws and random things that fall off in one bag, and so we should have a couple screws that will fit that. So let's get a test going.
All right, we're going to start by making sure our gas is flowing.
It might take a while. That'll do it. All right, gas is flowing. So moment of truth, let's see if this works.
See if it works.
Well, the fan's running, which is a good sign. Come on, baby. There's the click. I hear gas.
I hear heater.
I hear gas.
It works.
It works.
It's alive. It's alive.
Awesome. You are a rock star. And so is the guy from Enable who fixed the circuit board. That rocks. Can you feel some heat?
Enable for Bennington, Vermont. If you need computer work done, check those guys out.
Or circuit board work. He did a good job. Yeah, I mean, that is awesome. So we successfully troubleshot this problem and we successfully fixed it.
So if you like this video, give us a big thumbs up and click the subscribe if you haven't already done so.
And comment below if you've successfully fixed something that was a major component of your next trip.
Because we come out with Luv Subbin and videos every now and then.
Thanks for watching.